smell her perfume on me. When was the last time you even saw Melissa for you to remember her scent like that? No, I know her perfume. I work with a lot of people. I go out a lot. I have never smelled that candy citrus mix of spice that I know her perfume, Joey. I know it. Baby, I really don't appreciate that, like... No, Joey, you're wearing the same hoodie that you always wear, and there's no reason for you to smell like that. So I need to know what's going on, because it's unacceptable if you were with her and I didn't know about that. Fine. When I went to my mom's, she was there. She told me that she's doing some program where she's got to apologize to a bunch of people, and she was picking up some things from my mom. She was in the house, and I told her I wanted nothing to do with her, and I walked out. And you expect me to believe that, Joey? She was just at your mom's house. You haven't seen, or at least I don't think, you haven't seen this woman in months. No one has. And suddenly she's at your mom's. And you smell like her. Miranda, baby, we can call my mom right now. You can ask her. Yeah, like you wouldn't have called your mom to cover your bases. I wasn't born yesterday, Joey. Come on. So are you really accusing me of already cheating on you with her? She was genuinely in my mom's house. And I told her, like, I don't want to see you. I should not be. Yeah, because also, look at the way I'm finding this out. You didn't tell me. It's I just smelled her perfume. When were you planning on telling me that you saw her if this actually happened? You think it's acceptable that you saw this woman and... Joey, I didn't tell you because the last thing that I told you about her, you yelled at me. You got upset. You told me you didn't want to hear about it. Remember, she left me a voicemail and then I told you and you got upset. I don't understand why you're freaking out so much. Do I deserve this? Like, I showed you how dedicated I am to you right now. I haven't done nothing wrong. I'm sorry she was in the house. I left immediately. I think you need to leave. I don't want you here right now. I'm sorry. I wasn't born yesterday. Everyone's already warned me about being with you. And if you're gonna make me out to be a fool again and make them all right, then you need to go. Baby, you're kicking me out because you smelled her perfume on me? No, it's everything. You think that, like, you randomly went to your mom's. Like, now that I think about it, the whole thing is sketchy. And I'm an idiot for not seeing it. I went to my mom's house because I was upset. Because of the argument that we got into, because you won't let me hold your daughter. And instead of, like, flipping out or anything, I talk to my mother sometimes. That's it. That's how I vent. That's how I get it out. Instead of flipping out. You get what I mean? Instead of drinking or going off my medication or whatever. Babe, sometimes I think you're, like, looking for things. I like looking for... What is that supposed to mean? It's like I've been the best that I've ever been. Like, sometimes I surprise myself. Genuinely, I'm like, who am I? Because I've never been this clean. And it's difficult. But, like, I have been perfect for you. And I'm not tooting my own horn. But I've literally done nothing wrong this time around. And you put me next to golden boy Brian, who never does nothing wrong either. And it's just like, you have all these problems with everybody. So just like everyone else, I'm the problem. You're blaming it all on me. When, like, legitimately, I smelled her perfume on you. Am I supposed to just disregard that and not... Your track record, Joey, no matter how good you've been, I can't ignore it. I'm sorry, I'm just frustrated. Alright, well, I'm frustrated too. And go be frustrated somewhere else, because right now, I don't deserve to have to deal with that. If anyone's frustrated, it's me. Can we just talk about this? I don't want to do this to Junior. I don't want to have this situation again where I can't see him. I don't want to keep doing this. Can we just talk about this, please? I don't want to go back to my apartment yet. Please just go. Just go. Alright. You know, I get that you put your foot down with things because everyone urges you to like, be stern and don't put up with stuff. But sometimes you put your foot down with, like, the wrong crap. Because I didn't do nothing this time. And I'm getting pulled into this mess because my ex-girlfriend was at my mom's house. Ask Gabby or something. Gabby wouldn't lie for me. Hi, Brian. What? Hi, it's not Brian. It's Tiffany Montessori, Brian's girlfriend. I was just calling you to actually introduce myself so that we don't have any weirdness moving forward. I don't want you to have any weird perceptions of me. I just want to clear the air because I know your history. I know what you've been through. From what Brian told me, at least. I know you have your own perspective, but I just wanted to make sure that you get your own perspective of me without having to imagine it. Does that make sense? Oh, it's nice to meet you. I wasn't expecting to speak to you. Hi. Yeah, so like I said, I was just calling you because I wanted to clear the air and I didn't want you to assume that I was going to be some toxic girlfriend of his that was going to make your life a living hell because, again, he told me about everything that you've been through in terms of the court battles and who you've had to deal with in terms of your ex-husband, and I don't want to fill that role again. I don't want to be an adversary to you or anything like that. I know it must be hard to be raising two children by yourself. Well, essentially by yourself. I know you have your ex-husband back in the picture, but I know how hard it can be to be a single mother because I deal with single mothers all the time, so I just want you to empathize with me because I'm empathizing with you, and I just want you to know that you have an ally and not an adversary in Brian's girlfriend. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. It's nice to be given that heads up. That's much appreciated. I also want to let you know and assure you that you don't have to worry about your daughter's safety whenever she stays at Brian's house, whenever you decide that is, because I am a speech pathologist and I work with kids all the time. I'm great with kids, and you don't have to worry about her being in my care. If you ever need a babysitter or anything like that, I'm totally here for you. And I understand, again, how much it must be difficult. I don't have any kids myself, but I understand how difficult it is to be a mother. And I know that every mother needs a break and every mother needs to feel like a woman. So, again, I'm here if you need me, and Brian's here as well. Okay, yeah. I think me and Brian have a lot of work to do in terms of communication. Communication is all you guys need at this point, and I'm willing to take a step back and let you guys communicate as much as you need because we all know it's about the kids and you guys need to work together and be amicable, and I don't want to get in the way, so I understand it's communication. Right. Communication, yes. I mean it as we just broke up not too long ago, and we have a lot of stuff to hash out before we can get to a stage where everyone's like super friendly, I guess. But I appreciate the call. When do you think the first time you're gonna allow Charlotte to sleep over at his house? Because I know he hasn't had a sleepover yet, but he does have a bassinet and it is equipped for a daughter here, and I just want to make sure that he knows what to expect when it comes to how you allocate his daughter to him. Does that make sense? I haven't really thought about that. I think when it comes to Charlotte sleeping over at Brian's house, that's something me and him should work out, I guess. And I was waiting till after his trip. Well, I'm just letting you know that when it comes to a parenting situation where two people are co-parenting and one is not the non-custodial parent, as in the child goes to their house not as often as the custodial parent, it's important that they get familiar with the living environment because it fosters security and it helps reduce anxiety and stress. So the more that she's at Brian's, the more that it won't be difficult down the line. I know she's a baby, but it's good to get started on these things early. Yeah, sure. I know, that's important. And I want her to, she was just kidnapped. And I think that I'm in a very possessive stage right now. So things like that I'm not ready for. Of course, I'm totally aware of that, and I feel for you, and I pray for you, and I feel so terrible you had to go through that. But are you talking to someone about that? Because children can pick up when a parent is going through things like that, and it can honestly affect them in negative ways when they see their parent lacking a coping mechanism to deal with trauma. I actually have to go, but I thank you for your wisdom, and I look forward to coexisting after your trip to California. Yeah. Thanks again. I hope I wasn't too rude or anything. Yeah, totally. I'm also sorry if I pushed too much or if I went off on a tangent or overstepped any boundaries. I sometimes tend to do that because I'm very passionate and enthusiastic about my work, and it can come off as like I'm a know-it-all or I'm pushing information down someone's throat when I'm really just trying to inform them. Not at all. Thanks. Have a good day. Hey Brian, I just wanted to let you know that I did give Miranda a call because I wanted to make sure that she didn't have any negative perceptions about me going forward. And I know that she's been through a lot, and I didn't want her to assume that I was going to be an adversary to her because that's what she's probably used to given her ex-husband. So if she told you that I called her, I just want to let you know that I did that.
Oh, okay. How did that go?
She seemed very sweet. She seemed very open to everything that I was saying. I also told her that we're always there for her if she needs us. That, you know, you're an able-bodied babysitter and I'm trustworthy to watch her children as well, Charlotte as well. And I think it went very well. I can see us really getting along in the future, and you don't have to worry about anything like that.
Okay, all right. That's really awesome of you, because I did worry about getting along and all that mess. You know, it's just I'm glad you took the initiative and cleared that up for her so she doesn't have to worry.
Yeah, and I don't know how you want to deal with this next thing, but I was going through her social media because I wanted to send her some materials on childhood development just to be a little helpful and open a doorway of friendship. I noticed on her profile that she has a picture of Junior in the car seat, and the car seat's not properly installed. And you know, obviously that's a danger.
Oh, okay. I will text her about that, and hopefully she can figure out how to put the car seat in the correct way. And if I see her soon, I'll help her, I guess. Never knew that. I thought back when we were together, I thought it was in right.
Yeah, and not only is it a danger to Junior, but also the nature of social media. When she's dealing with caseworkers and things of that nature, they can see that and they can totally flag it and see it as a red flag. And even though it's probably not her fault, there's probably no one to help her put the car seat in. This is a tricky thing, but also outside of the caseworkers, there's so many people that could see the post and then ridicule her for that. And when it comes to her mental health, she just doesn't need that. She doesn't need to feel like she's a bad mom because she incorrectly installed a car seat.
You really do fit in a lot of words in under a minute, and I love that about you. It's really cute how passionate you are about things. I will, again, I'll text her, let her know.
Yeah, well, anyway, I feel really good that I helped her today, and I feel really good that I packed for California, and I really have nothing else to do today, so do you want to...
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. No one's ever just outright asked like that before, but 100%. Yes.
Yeah, so I'm not really the type of person to beat around the bush when it comes to that type of stuff. I'm kind of very forward with it. I hope that's not a problem.
No. No, it's not a problem. I am someone that overthinks everything, so having someone straightforward like that really helps me, because I tend to ask a lot of questions that are unnecessary half the time. So if you can just tell me what you're thinking a lot of the time, we are good.
Yeah, I'm totally in the mood for that.
Me too.